Welcome back at 1 p.m. Eastern. I'm Susan Hendricks. We start with verdict watch and two big trials. The first one is the jury in the Rutgers roommate spying trial. They are back deliberating now. This is the second day. The daycare murder trial is going on. Hemi Newman, the U.S. soldier suspected of killing 16 civilians in Afghanistan, has been moved to Kuwait. A defense official says there is not a place in Afghanistan to keep him long term, and the U.S. has the military personnel to deal with him in Kuwait. How about this? A woman whose son has just been found after 8 years is waiting to be reunited with him. Her name is Albany. She says she will take a blood test to prove that she is, yes, the mom. His name is Miguel. She says in 2004, she asked his godmother to babysit the boy overnight and never saw him again. Miguel's mom spoke to HLN's Dr. Drew. Rick Santorum is firing back at Mitt Romney's campaign. Romney's camp said Santorum is too far behind in the GOP race to catch up. Right now, Romney is leading with an estimated 498 delegates. Santorum has about half that amount, followed by Newt Gingrich, also Ron Paul hanging in there. Arizona state lawmakers are considering a controversial birth control bill. Critics say it would invade a woman's privacy. The bill would allow any employer to deny health insurance coverage for birth control pills. That includes non-religious businesses and organizations. Republican State Representative Debbie Lesko introduced that legislation. She is on the phone with us now. Debbie, thanks for calling in. Great to talk to you about this.
Thank you.
Now, Debbie, under current state law, religious institutions don't have to cover the contraceptive. So why do you feel like you needed to step in? Do you think this kind of invades a woman's privacy if it doesn't have to do with religion? Employers are already protected, and I know you're protecting freedom of religion. What about the employers who just don't feel like offering it to women? You want to give them rights as well? Is that where you're going here?
I do want to give the mom...
Say that there's a religious beliefs out of this. Let's say there's a woman who may be on birth control for a health issue. I know there's an exception in your bill, but then she would have to say why she needed it, and that would cross over into some HIPAA laws. So is that a problem for you and what you faced here with this bill?
You know,
issue, as you know, that's why we're talking about it today. Rush Limbaugh came out with some pretty unacceptable statements. He has since apologized. What was your reaction to him saying that?
I thought what Rush...
feedback that you have gotten from female voters out there, what are they saying to you?
Well, when they understand my...
This is a story we've also been following. Convicted killers pardoned for their crimes and released from prison. That is enough to make people furious. But a lot of backlash on this story. You may remember pardoned murderers in Mississippi. Well, now we hear they may have gotten special treatment from the former governor and his wife. That's according to a new shocking report. The killers were each given a driver's license and allegedly had cars arranged for them before being set free. Ed Lavandera went looking for answers. Sports and money. March Madness kicks off into full gear today. The first game started less than an hour ago. That could be why your coworkers may be a little distracted today. But there's apparently a real cost to businesses here in lost productivity. Police are looking for a man carrying a gun who shoved aside a little girl at a checkout counter, then apparently went for the cash. This was in St. Your parents and grandparents may have an easier time at the airport the next time they fly. That's good news, right? It's a once-in-a-lifetime experience for residents of one town. A rare plant is finally... Welcome back. A bear apparently spent the winter sleeping under a busy interstate. While students at Henryville High School in Indiana are asking the band Lady Antebellum to play at their prom. I hope they do. Storms, you may remember, devastated the town and the high school about 2 weeks ago. Right now, Lady Antebellum has a contest asking students across the U.S. to submit videos about why their school deserves a big prom show. And so Henryville sent in a video. A school in Wisconsin is also rooting for them in Henryville. It sent in a video on Henryville's behalf. The winner will be announced next week. We're pulling for Henryville as well. It has taken 36 years, but a plant that was bought in 1976 for Mother's Day is finally ready to bloom. You're looking at it. Carl Mann from our Kansas affiliate KWCH has the story of the plant. Our thanks to Carl Mann from affiliate KWCH for that story. A jury ordered a lottery winner in New Jersey to share most of his $24 million jackpot with 5 former co-workers.